What a genius idea! Can you stop pushing me?
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What?
You looking for something, or what?
Rob it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits, and she was dropped in my lap. I don't know why I bothered.
Huh? What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now, Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you. Yes, Hofgrir took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
Tomatoes, yes. Potatoes? Yeah, I can work with that.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, hey lad? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn the septim of it honestly. I can tell.
Take it easy, Father.
It's all about sizing up your mark, lad. The way they want, what they're wearing. It's a dead giveaway. Look how you sniffed out my little scheme at the North Gate. You knew it was a shakedown and you called him on it. That's what I'm talking about. Wealth is my business. Help me out, and I can add to yours. Would you like a taste?
Just keep the sermons at the temple.
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under a stamp.
Okay.
Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. I'll be out in the market all day, from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it. Aye, that he was.
Stop pushing
And
me.
you sniffed him out because he broke one of the cardinal rules of our business. He got greedy. He was told to run the scam on merchants, but he smelled the gold on you, and his judgment went out the window. Actually, I admire how you handled the situation. You kept your cool and you didn't kill him. That's the mark of a professional.
Can you stop pushing me?
We've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days. Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave it behind. I'll be at the market come morning. You better be there
Yeah.
too.
What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. All right, all right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable hand. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. I hope we bump into each other again.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Nivenor thinks I'm wasting my time trying, but I disagree. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course.
I'll do it.
Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war is driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons for Mara Mall over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Remember to give at the temple.
And then you find someone. Locate this. Copy.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss. You're not from around here. Imperial spy, perhaps? They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty.
Pushing me, man.
The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. We've fought for this land and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not lose anyone else. Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her. She served as a battle maiden, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade in her life. It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog, and left her body to rot in the mud. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Support Ulfric or die trying. There's nothing in between.
Pushing me, man.
Are you feeling sick?
Come to search.
With a master of magic at your side, you'll have nothing to fear.
I believe I saw
I
something.
am an
before.
apprentice wizard, not a pack mule. Oh, very well, but make it quick.
Right.
You lead, I'll follow.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much
If
to
you've
discuss.
got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Riften's biggest exports used to be fishing and honey until the Blackbriar family moved in. Now the meadery is the biggest game in town. Come back and see us again.
You're being rude to me. Oh, yes. This is what it wanted. In the first place. Never mind. I need leeks. I forgot about leeks. Do you sell leeks?
Looking for drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Leeks.
Come back and see us again.
Is leek an ingredient? Don't even know if it's an ingredient or not. I believe I saw someone in here. It's one more Ongonian. Ongoni.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me
Looking
a
for
thing,
work?
so get off my back.
I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar. Ah, well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth.
Sounds easy enough.
Good man. You won't regret it. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time. No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No god would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission. I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails. Definitely not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town. I'll meet you outside of town.
Chance?
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
I swear there's another Argonian somewhere. Barbus!
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Banshees locked. Oh my god, die. Skyrim. Maram. What is this?
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grelin.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grelin. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
You really shouldn't be here.
Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grelod the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try, but I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors. I'm sorry, no. Grelod is the headmistress here, and she's decided not to allow any adoptions right now. I wish things were otherwise. All of these children deserve a better home, but there's nothing I can do.
Well,
Stop that. Keep your spells to yourself.
move! I'm stuck. Barbus, I'm stuck. Dumb dog. I got stuck because of you. What? Barb!
It's Grelin.
Murdered? Here? I need air. You get out of here! Get out! Grelod? Murdered? Here? I need air. You
Kill
get
one
out!
person and you can solve so many problems. I
What?
wonder at the possibilities.
When Aventus took off, when he said those things about killing Grelod, I never imagined he was serious. When Aventus escaped, Grelod got meaner than ever. I really thought she was going to kill one of us. Guess not. I can't believe it! Grelod is dead? She's really dead!
No more! I yield! I yield! Oh, what did you just do?
Someone has killed Grelod!
Grelod is dead! Aventus did it!
Yo. 5 a.m.
Heard the reforming
Cerebral.
Dawn Guard, vampire hunters or something, in the old fort of Riften.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon.
No, come to gloat,
It
have we?
killed
To
several
poke fun at
soldiers
the
before
Jarl's
it
youngest
departed.
son?
I want you to speak to the city
Because I
guard.
did something not a
Make sure
soul
there's
in this
contingency
blood-stained
plan
house of
in
war
case
has the
Riften
backbone
falls
to do.
under attack.
Dared to speak my mind. I
I've
dared
also
speak of
taken
the
the liberty
Empire
of
and the lies that have been spread by
private
Ulfric,
carriage,
the leader of the
just in
Stormcloaks.
case.
Now my mother's stripped me of my
Riften should
heritage
fall
and
until the
incarcerated me
right
here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne. I'd better get going.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you. While I feel Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of the treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to
you. What's your other... enchanting table here? I'm looking to trade. Can... Barbus! Oh. Huh? What you say? I'm a vampire? What do you mean?
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves' Guild. Or so they'd have you believe.
Oh yeah, where's here?
How do you feel? I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything.
I'm looking for work.
The Jarl has put out a bounty on the dragon that's been terrorizing the countryside. Here, take a look at this decree for details. You're welcome in Riften.
Lost Tongue
You
Overlook.
continue to obey our laws.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks. Man's been hitting the skooma, I say.
You okay? I've seen one of them. It's almost opening to... Wait a minute. What am I forgetting to talk to this guy?
Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official What are you doing down here? Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead.
Ah, yes.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call?
Tell me about your family.
When speaking of the Blackbriars, only one thought should spring to mind. We are not to be trifled with. Help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory. Is that enough information for you? Look, we all have our flaws. Mine is that women can't get enough of me. So I had this little affair going on while I was betrothed to a beautiful girl named Svidi. Well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer that her brother attacks me with a knife. I mean, I had to defend myself. Exactly. Now I have to stare at these bars for 8 months. Can you believe it? I was about to let that wench marry into the richest family in Riften, and this is how she repays me. I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. All I need to know is where she is. Ah, that's the spirit. Find her, and I promise you'll be well compensated.
Okay then.
She was a young woman, buxom, long flowing black hair. She used to sing the most lovely songs to me when we were courting. Never heard a voice so beautiful. All that talent will go to waste when I'm finished with her. Yeah, Mother thought I should be taught a lesson for airing the family's dirty laundry in public. I mean, I've taken care of many people for her in the past. What in oblivion did she expect me to do? Ah, well, at least I have all the comforts of home during my stay. Well, except the touch of a woman, of course. Ah, and let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. You see, I don't really outright own Frost. That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment. Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge. And I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it.
Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
What? Where'd you come from?
What is it? Dragons?
Discover cities whereabouts.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an
the hell? I
arrow
don't
in the
do
knee.
any.
You should probably be in bed. You're looking a bit under the weather.
I don't have anything to eat.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
Sure. I'm... Oh, thank you. Divine's
My
bless your
food,
kind...
I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. Oh, he spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself. All the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors that...
Okay, so...
The dragons...
If anything pleases the eye, don't hesitate to make me an offer.
Is Medici silver ring in here? Oh my god, the drift. Stop drifting! What the...
Learn a library's worth of knowledge. Moments, or grow back that missing limb with my human Balmer blood elixir.
Buy some armor and live
Yes.
tell about it.
What? You don't have a ring?
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is... I can't take this place anymore.
Okay, good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of. Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. Gather round, all. You need to hear this. This way, everyone. Over here.
Okay. Medici's silver ring.
So cold. So
Can I
hungry.
interest you in
so
just what you
tired.
see here?
I would like to sell some stuff.
You're right. Have anything? I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. Through reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos, but that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed.
Okay.
Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. Looks like I chose... And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch. Nah. My organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it. All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. Just what you see here.
I would sell this, and probably this. Silver.
Come when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a
Greetings,
chance?
honored friend. Could I... see for yourself?
How's business?
Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago... Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves' Guild. I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore.
A mammoth tusk again.
Why take a chance?
Safe travels, Landstrider.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Sell this, and sell this. Also sell this. And see.
If you need any more smithing work, come see me again. What brings you to battle? Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava. Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold. You will? Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life. People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune. A flame Atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough.
The difference.
I had to put some coin in my pocket.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
So what if I have a
What
problem?
in the name of
I know
oblivion
how
do
to
you
deal with it.
want? Out of my way.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Black. We serve only the best. She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, I almost feel guilty accepting pay from her. Why, just this last week, I was commenting to my
She's
fellow
standing right
meadery
there.
workers just how lucky we are to be working for such a charitable family. Okay, look. If I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man. I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrick. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can.
I think she might have heard you.
Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first. Damn it. Sorry. I'm not very good at this. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to get that right, and if she sees how stupid I am, she'll get rid of me.
Oh.
Yeah. Fired. Sure. That's what I meant. Come back and see us again.
Okay then. What was that about?
Hey,
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. What in the... Of course. Nothing gets done without my approval in this city. I have the Jarl's ear and the guards in my pocket. Anyone makes trouble for me and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild. Make me angry and I contact the Dark Brotherhood. You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation. I believe we're done.
You look like I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap. Interested? Sure. How do you think I get my hands on the good stuff and offer it so cheap? You think old Maven is just giving it away to anyone? Good thing she makes so much money. Makes it easier for merchandise like this to fall through the cracks. Nothing but the best. Blackbriar mead, fresh from the vat. Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven charges. So what do you say to that? Here you go. Oh, keep it quiet. This stuff isn't exactly easy to get a hold of at these prices, if you catch the drift. No, friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm not selling cheap mead. I'm selling good mead for cheap. Blackbriar mead. I'll sell cases of it for half of what the inns and taverns pay through the meadery. All I need is someone to deliver it for me. If anyone saw me leave Riften, they'd get suspicious. I need someone to take this small keg of Blackbriar mead to Wilhelm at the Villimer Inn in Alderstead. Drop it off, and he'll trade you something for the delivery. Keep it as payment for the legwork. Oh, and if you bump into Indarin from the meadery, keep your mouth shut. He'd write us out in a second. Good. Now get going. Remember, keep this to yourself.
Deliver or show. Ooh.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
For me, I do need to go to Iverstead just to give someone a bear help. Let's see. Rom Drift's house. And is this someone's house? Valandor's house. Maurice Aravo's house. Pilgrim's elixirs.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly. Sorry, just thinking about my experiments. I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent, but I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me? That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated. My experiments can't be completed until you've brought me those ingredients.
This
hurry.
place has seen better days, but it's not my fault. I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all is beyond me. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore Stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't lift a finger to do it. You would? Oh, that would be wonderful. Speak to Filnyar in Shore Stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it. Be careful. The road to Shore Stone could be dangerous.
You here for lessons like Ingund? Hardly. In fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. My wife, Halfjorg, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose. Not a lick of talent when it comes to alchemy, but she keeps me fed. Then there's Ingund Blackbriar, bright young thing and a worthy apprentice, when she isn't wasting my rare ingredients. Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh Nirnroot or painted troll fat. It also makes it easier to gather water when the canal is right out the front door. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this business for browsing. Come in, buy what you need, and get out. Yes, goodbye.
Beggar's Rule. This is really interesting. Who lives here, man? How much carry weight? That's good enough. Could I just Where's my helper?
What was that? I knew it.
Do your worst.
Bitch, that's your best?
I'll fix you good.
I'm here! I'll fuck you! What?
What was that? Is someone there? What was that?
I don't need anyone to courage.
That's your best?
What enchantment do I have on this class? No enchantments, man.
You're making me angry. Enough! This ends now. That's your best, huh?
Okay. Vegetable soup.
You're no match for me.
Vegetable soup. Dwarven bowl. Thanks for the dwarven bowl. I might do it, bro. Of course, a joke and drift.
What was that?
In the fist.
I'll get you.
What? How dare you, man?
What was that?
Wait a minute. Okay, okay.
I'll get you.
Put him in a bear trap. Open his bear trap. Open his bear trap. yes, man. I remember something about like I have to guess like something for someone.
Never should have come here.
Oh my god, my head! Okay.
Never should have come here.
Sure. Dude, the vegetable. Fuck! Okay. Probably I can.
Damn wizard. Keep your spells off of me.
Okay.
Never should have come here.
I can hear him behind me. Oh, look.
Give it up, Ringo.
Okay. Okay.
You're all part of the dying breed. Things are changing.
Come on.
Oh yes! What a genius idea! Now this is entertaining. Here you go. Someone with these skills. Oh, well done, bring
What do you call?
Stay out of trouble.
Well, color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Getting here was easy.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me? They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Bersi Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. I'll be here when you're done.
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? Indeed. It is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. Mm-hmm.
I think Brynjolf could give you all the information you need.
What?
have anything
You'd
for
better
us.
have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here. I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the
I have
job
no business
Brynjolf
with
gave you? Then...
Stay out of trouble. Last person who... They call me Dirge, because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Why? You think it's funny or something? Oh yeah, I think so too. You're pretty smart. Hey, here. Have one on the house. I already told you. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come back later, but I may have some work for you.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
Are we? No. So my followers aren't here yet.